Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Monday, April 10th, 2023. The 64-year-old male hiker found dead in Joshua Tree National Park on Wednesday, April 5th, has been identified as a high desert man. The Riverside County Coroner's Office named the deceased as Alexandru Matei, a resident of 29 Palms. On Wednesday, Riverside County Sheriff's deputies and park rangers responded to a hiking trail in Lost Horse Valley within the national park and found Matei unresponsive. They declared him dead at the scene, and a preliminary investigation revealed that he suffered a medical emergency during his hike. There were no signs of foul play, and the Riverside County Coroner is continuing their investigation. A network disruption at the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office is being investigated by the Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Bureau of Investigations. With the story, here's online news editor Robert Hayden.
On Friday, the Sheriff's Department discovered a network disruption affecting a small number of systems. The department immediately secured the network and began working their information technology staff and third-party forensic specialists to investigate the incident, at which point the department began working with federal agencies. Representatives from the Sheriff's Department announced on Saturday that the network disruption did not affect any of the department's operations and that they were able to still respond to emergency calls. Because the investigation is still ongoing, the Sheriff's Department declined to provide any further details about the disruption. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
Yucca Valley property owners in Phase 1 of the sewer project continue to decommission their septic systems. In March, connections to the sewer system continued at a rate of more than one a day. Still, 330 properties have yet to be connected, placing them in violation of the Regional Water Quality Control Board's septic discharge prohibition. For those property owners, reporter Mike Lipsitz has information on available options.
Property owners bear the costs of decommissioning their septic system and connecting to the sewer line at the street, but those costs vary. A single-family residence, on average, could pay approximately $3,000, but maybe less or more, depending on the complexity and length of the connection. Grant funds for qualified owner-occupied dwellings may be available for some, but many more will qualify for financing through a state-sponsored 30-year, 1.8% low-interest loan attached to property taxes. Failure to act places property owners at risk of losing those attractive funding opportunities and incurring costly fines. On an individual basis, the Regional Water Quality Control Board has begun calling property owners who have not connected. You can start the process at hdwd.com or call the district at 760-365-8333. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
The Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center Installation Support Division has announced that they will be conducting emergency support exercises starting today through Friday. This exercise will include two specific disruptions on the base. First, are planned power outages at various locations on the base on Wednesday. These outages are planned for between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. and may last as long as 90 minutes. There will also be an emergency drill at the Adult Medical Center on Thursday. To beautify a few eyesore spots in the Morongo Basin, JT Facelift, a community cleanup event, is happening this weekend. Reporter Heather Clisby has details.
JT Facelift, a community cleanup event organized by the Yosemite Climbing Association and Friends of Joshua Tree, is happening this Saturday, April 15th, with rousing before and after parties scheduled at the event hub, Joshua Tree Lake RV and Campground, 2601 Sunfair Road in Joshua Tree. The JT Facelift will focus on 29 Palms, Joshua Tree, Yucca Valley, and several specific areas within Joshua Tree National Park. The pre-party is on Friday, April 14th at 7 p.m. and will feature guest speakers, astronomers, and beer by San Diego's Pure Project Brewery. Participants can pre-register online or at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning as a Kodiak-sponsored pancake breakfast is served. The cleanup crews will then disperse and commence facelifting from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. The after-party will go down at 5 p.m. with food by Ground Squirrel, beer by Pure Project, music, and a prize raffle. Look for the links in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Heather Clisby.
The 29 Palms Community Center will be closed this week. The city's Parks and Recreation Department has stated that the center will be closed starting today so that a new sound system can be installed at the facility. The community center, located at 6547 Freedom Way in 29 Palms, is scheduled to reopen Monday, April 17th at 11 a.m. For more information, call the City of 29 Palms Parks and Recreation Department at 760-367-7562. And finally, Theater 29 announces casting of their next main stage musical, a new take on a classic story, Disney's My Son Pinocchio. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas tells you what you get when you wish upon a star.
From the award-winning creative team of director Gary Daigneault, musical director Bianca Stoker, and choreographer Lisa Hodgson, the musical My Son Pinocchio, Geppetto's musical tale, is a twist on the original classic, where the story is told from the puppet maker's point of view. John Paulnow is Geppetto, Eli Young is Pinocchio, Robin Wilson is the Blue Fairy, attended by Miriam Langdon, Kimberly Sontag, Brittany Vachon LaGuardia, and Samantha Stevens. Adam Shows plays Stromboli, with Joseph Rigo as Juan Ragazzo. Tiffany Crocker and Dennis Easy Booz play the Giovannis, and Kat Cheek is the ringleader. The ensemble features Lula Allen, Michelle Alley, Eli Amaro, Julia Bazan, Donovan Cox, Harper Crow, Caleb Sinclair, Nolan Valoria, and Ellie Zen. My Son Pinocchio runs weekends from May 12th to 28th, with Friday and Saturdays at 7 p.m. and Sunday matinees at 2:30 p.m. Tickets are available online at theater29.org. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.